start learning words and small sentences. Yes, very first day learning sentences. Yeah. भवन्तः जानन्ति संस्कृते कथं सुखेन सरलतया न केवलं पदानि सम्पूर्णं वाक्यमपि वयं सुखेन वक्तुं शक्नुमः संस्कृते पश्यामः Does everybody know him? I have not seen him, but I read about him in Ramayana. Anybody met him? Kaha?
Cannot meet him.
Kaha? Sri Ramaha. Sri Ramaha. Sri Ramaha.
Have your paper.
Sri Rama na. Sri Ramaha. Mohanaha. Krishnaha. Yanaha. Shivakumaraha. Shivaha. Ganeshaha. Akaranta. Pullinga Shabdaha. Ukaranta Shabdaha. Vishnuhu. Raghuhu. Raghuhu. Guruhu. एवं पुंलिंग शब्दः कः
चषकः
चषकः चषकः before I proceed, let me tell you a few things. This class is different from any other class you would have attended or you will attend. This is not a class where the teacher teaches and students write down and learn later. No. You are learning now. How do you learn? By observation, by participation, not by writing down to learn later. You are not postponing learning. You follow? Why you should not write down? Because whatever we are saying, a video recording will be there. It is there in the book. What is the point in writing now? You are missing the opportunity to learn, right? Don't postpone learning. Learn here. How do you learn? You are hearing for the first time by watching, by paying careful attention, right? Number one. Number two, word of caution. There is a reason why we do this by interaction, slowly and in a fun way, by actually showing the things. Chashakaha. If I say this is chashakaha, I know what goes through the minds of most of us. Immediately, an English word or a word in mother tongue. Right? Temptation will be there. Don't do that. Right? Vastu asti, padarthaha. This is the thing. And what is it called? Chashakaha. Chashakaha.
Chashakaha.
You don't need a word from another language to see this. Do you? Chashakaha iti shabdaha. And the thing which is represented by the shabda, chashakaha, both are there, right? So do you need a third word here? So if you see a mom, for the first time when you called mom, mata, you'll say, oh, mom, I cannot call you mom. First, let me find out what is the English word and then come back and then call you mom. No, your mother is right there, right? So mata. So chashaka, the thing is right here. And the word chashakaha is here. Why do you need an English word in between? it only adds to the burden, increases your work, and prevents you from learning quickly, correctly, and strongly. Is that clear? So this is the first class, so I'm telling you. So I don't need to repeat this every class. Please understand that. And the third thing, some of this must be wondering, Chashakaha, Pullinga Shabdaha, Ramaha, Sri Ramaha, Pullinga Shabdaha, Raghuhu, Pullinga Shabdaha, Chashakaha. Why? It should be Napumsakalinga, right? In the words generally. So it should be Chashakam or something. Why is it Chashakaha, Pullinga Shabdaha? This is a very fundamental point. So kindly pay attention to what I'm saying. And everybody who is here, this is a participative class. So you're expected to keep your video on. Keeping the video off is only by exception, meaning you're traveling, you're not in a position to switch on the video, but you don't want to miss the class, right? So in that situation, you want to keep the video off if there is no other alternative. But otherwise, you are always keeping the video on. You see me and I see you. Why? Why do you want to see me? I'll tell you why. Chashakaha, right? I will teach you Sanskrit now, right? Chashakaha. And I can continue speaking for the next 1 hour like this. You want that? Or you want this?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So it makes a big difference. And since you may say, oh, you're a teacher, so that's why you want to see you. You don't need to see me. No, we are learning together. It is learning by participation, by interaction. How can there be participation if you keep the video off and you're not participating? That's why. So kindly keep the video on all the time, but audio, keep it muted. Audio, keep it muted. Right? Why? So that there is no interference. But when you are supposed to answer a question, please unmute and then answer. Okay. Coming back to Chashakaha.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Sorry?
Sorry to interrupt you. Would it be okay if I can turn off my video because I'm connected through my mobile and there would be audio interference if I'm going to keep my video on? I'm working on to fix the issue. So next week we shouldn't be facing the issues
that's
as
fine.
such.
Yeah, like I said, there will be situations where it is beyond your control and you don't want to miss the class. I don't want you to miss the class because you cannot keep the video on technical difficulty. In that case, what you do in your name, right? You write there, right? Listen only, or so we know when you see your name, you can rename yourself, right? You can right click and rename yourself. So before your name or after your name, you write listen only or something. So we know that you are not able to, keep the video on. Let us come back to the lesson. Chashakaha. Chashakaha, it should be in Napumsakalinga. Why is it in Pullinga? So Samskrita Bhasha thinks that this is a male. Right? Natural question. No. No. The word, what is Chashakaha? Chashakaha, Shabdaha, Padam. Right? Chashakaha is a word. It is a Shabda. And then there is this thing, Padam, Padarthaha, Padasya Arthaha, Padarthaha. Chashakaha is the Padam, and this is the Padartha, Padarthaha, represented by the word Chashakaha. So what we are saying is the word Chashakaha is in Pullinga, is a Pullinga Shabdaha. So the gender in Sanskritam is for the word, not necessarily the same as for the thing it represents. So it is separated from the padartha, which is represented by the padam, that makes the language really, really beautiful, very efficient, and highly scalable. How you'll understand later. So, chashakaha, punlinga shabdaha. The meaning is not that this thing has a, male gender. Not at all. The word chashakaha is punlinga shabdaha. That is the meaning. Is that clear? So, chashakaha, punlinga shabdaha. Ghanta, shabdam karoti. Shabdam, so it makes a lot of, it can make a lot of, ghanta, lingam kim? स्त्रीलिंगे पदे अस्ति पदम घंटा सीता रमा कविता अनिका आकारांत स्त्रीलिंग शब्दः. Once again, when we say ghanta स्त्रीलिंग शब्दः, we are not saying the padartha, the thing has a feminine gender. No. The word ghanta, the padam स्त्रीलिंगे अस्ति. पदार्थस्य तत्र लिंगत्वं न वदामः. घंटा आकारांत स्त्रीलिंग शब्दः. घंटा. छत्रम नपुंसकलिंग शब्दः. छत्रम. Once again, so this linga bheda, this class is not about linga bheda. So you may have that doubt why you may get. So I'm clarifying the fundamental aspect of the language. That's all. Okay? Chatram. Pushpam.
Mahoday, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I have a question over here. I don't understand the concept of objects getting classified into pulling, striling, and napusalinga over here. If you could explain that for me, that would help.
We're not classifying objects at all. What we are saying is the word, say, Ramaha, Pradeepaha, right? So
yes.
in English, you will say Pradeep. And
that
nowadays, unfortunately, since regional languages also, we are trying to copy English, making, anglicizing our mother tongues also. So name also becomes like Pradeep in mother tongue also. But we are saying in Sanskritam, we'll say Pradeepaha. Pradeepaha, Ramaha. Right? You have any doubt why Sri Rama should be called Sri Ramaha?
No.
Right? So Pullinga
because
Shabdaha,
that Pullinga
Shabdaha, what I'm clarifying there, that is about normal concept of any language. Is Ramaha, Pullinga Purushaha. So the word used for him, Sri Ramaha, is also a Pullinga Shabdaha, the word, right?
Yes.
Then Chashakaha. Here also we have two things. Padam, Padarthaha. The word Chashakaha again is like Ramaha, Pullinga Shabdaha. The word has pullingatva, masculine gender. Word chashakaha.
Okay.
That doesn't mean the thing which is represented by the word chashakaha is a male.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
So
Got
I'm-
that now.
Yeah. So I'm clarifying. So every time you get this doubt, you remember that. Oh,
Yeah.
it is the padasya lingatvam, padarthasya na. Na ityukto padarthasyapi, most cases, it may be same, but it may not be same in some cases. It is not meant to be, because these are two different things. So what that makes the language very flexible, scalable, because the Vyakarana is for what? The Vyakaranam is all for the language, is for the words, right? So
Yes.
the words which are following the regulations and in a systematic, perfect way, the language is formed and words are derived, right? So, okay. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
So what I suggest is, if you have doubts, I will pause and ask you, you have a question. That time you break. That time you ask and ask.
Sure.
Otherwise, the
Sure.
class flow will be interrupted.
Yep. Sure. I'm sorry about that. Sorry.
No. I'm very happy you asked a question. So please don't hold anything. Remember your questions. Then at the end, I will, not at the end of the class, after the topic is covered, maybe after 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we'll ask you. Anybody has a question?
Sure, sir.
That time you can.
Thank you.
Thanks for asking the question. Gajaha. Gajaha.
करदीपः करदीपः सुधाखण्डः सुधाखण्डः.
So what you should do, the temptation will be, since you may be hearing the words for the first time, to note down. Don't do that. Instead, you say it loud. So you say Sudha Khandaha, what you do is Sudha Khandaha. Ucharanam ati mukhyam. Right? So you are learning the language, which includes all the aspects. Ucharanam, Shabdaha, Padasya Arthaha, Padarthaha Kaha, and also application in this sentence. You're learning all the three at the same time. So what you do is keep watching. Don't divert the attention to make notes. No, don't do that. Instead, you say it loud. Sudha Khandaha. So as we are saying it, you also say Sudha Khandaha. Be muted, but say to yourself. So you can hear what you say. Say it loud. Right? So you get it. And all this will be given to you. Don't worry. Through notes, video, some everything that we are teaching here will be given to you, so you don't have to make notes.
तालः तालः स्यूतः 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 चमसः चमसः दर्पणः दर्पणः व्याघ्रः व्याघ्रः सिंहः सिंहः अश्वः अश्वः Mapika. 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 Kunchika. Kunchika. Okay, everybody can see. Kunchika. Talaha. Kunchika. Talaha. Kunchika. Petika. Petika. Thalika. Thalika. Siktavartika. 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 Churika. Churika. Darvi. Darvi. Chamasaha. Darvi. Chamasaha. Darvi. Lekhani. Lekhani. Ankani. 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 Marjani. Marjani. This is also Marjani. Marjani. And Marjani. Kartari. Kartari. Ghati. Ghati. Duravani. Duravani. Jangama Duravani. Jangama Duravani. Kupi. Kupi. Gayatri. Gayatri. Meera. Meera. Panchalika. Panchalika. Pustakam. Pustakam. Kandukam. Kandukam. Phalam. Phalam. Kankatam. 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 Patram. Patram. Kankanam. Kankanam. Penakam. 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 Karyanam. Karyanam. Patram. Parnam. 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 Pushpam. Pushpam.
Uttama. So we have seen a few things. And how do we say them in Sanskrit? Right? Again, I repeat, don't worry. You may not remember all the things said, right? You heard for the first time many of the words. So don't worry about it. Just to make you familiar with that, right? You're not expected to memorize right away. No. Now, are we ready for sentences? Yes, we learned words. Now let us jump into making, see how easy it is to learn Sanskrit, right? Just learn the words in 2 minutes or 5 minutes, and now we are going to speak sentences in the very first class. Yeah. No, we even last class also we spoke sentences, right? Mama nama, bhavatah nama, aham tatra vasami, right? We all that. Yeah, it is easy. Bhavatyah nama kim?
Mama nama Surya Kumari. Bhavatah nama kim?
Mama nama Raghuhu. Mama nama Raghuhu.
Saha. 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 Raghuhu. Saha. Raghuhu. Saha. 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 Viramaha. Saha. Viramaha. Gajaha. Gajaha. Saha. 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 Gajaha.
Are you saying aha or kaha?
Saha. Just like Sri Ramaha. Ma followed by Visarga. Ramaha. Chashakaha. Saha. So letter Sa followed by Visarga. Saha. Ramaha. Chashakaha. Right? So the Visarga.
The question I had was when she said aha, meaning who is that or what is that?
No, don't.
What was that?
No. Don't try to right away translate it English, and we don't learn by translating it English everything. Watch. The methodology is different, so have patience, right?
Okay.
So you learn the meaning by observation, not by translation.
No,
honestly, there is no equivalent word in English for Saha. So
I didn't hear sir or so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I think I clarified that.
Okay.
Saha, Sa, and then Visarga, right?
Okay.
The letter.
No. Her
Saha.
question is. Her
Yes.
question is more about kaha. K-A-H-A. Kaha.
Kaha.
Correct.
Yeah, that also is kaha. Kaha.
Kaha. Okay.
Saha kaha. Bhavatyaha nama kim? Prashnaha. Kaha. Uttaram. Saha Raghuhu.
Okay.
Ganeshaha. Ganeshaha. Saha. Saha. Kaha. Kaha. Saha Ganeshaha. Saha kaha. Saha Ganeshaha. Right? So we are using 3 words here in 2 sentences, right? Saha kaha. So you understand it's a question. Don't try to, that is the habit is try to translate every word, then to figure out the sentence. No, we don't do that mistake. You watch the full sentence, understand the meaning of the full sentence. Understand, not through translation, by actually visually seeing it. Right? So that's why we will say with action. Everything we do, we deliberately do with action. So you understand what it means, right? Why we action? Because we are good. Yeah, of course, we are good actors. Right? Plus, and since we say don't write down and don't do translate, then how else you want to learn? That's your question, right? Because we say action and we do it multiple times with different things. So you figure out. That's why you have to pay attention and observe, right? If you're thinking of translation, writing down, you miss it, right? So watch, have fun. Yeah, Gajaha,
Gajaha.
more beautiful, right? Decorated. Gajaha, Gajaha. Saha, Saha, Kaha, Saha, Kaha, Saha, Gajaha, Saha, Gajaha. Chashakaha, Chashakaha. Saha, Saha, Kaha, Saha, Chashakaha, Saha, Chashakaha, Saha, Kaha, Saha, Chashakaha. Simhaha, Simhaha. Saha, Kaha, Saha, Kaha, Saha, Simhaha, Saha, Simhaha. Simhaha, Simhaha. Right? Syutaha, 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 Syutaha. Saha, Kaha, Saha, Kaha, Saha, Syutaha, Saha, Syutaha. Right? Part 1 done. We learned Padani and Saha, Kaha. Right? So you'll notice now, first time when you heard it was difficult, a lot of questions, second time, third time, fourth time, with action. Now you know what it means. There is no need to translate. Kindly don't do this mistake. I'm repeating first class, so I'm repeating. Don't write it down. Listen. You'll miss the pronunciation. You will miss what it means, right? So it is very difficult to come out of that habit of trying to know it in English and trying to write it down. Because actually think about it psychologically, what's happening when you write it down. You don't want to learn now. You write it so that later you will go and read and memorize. Why? So you're saying learn now. right? So no need to write down. Astu. And also trying to translate word to word. Most of the words in Sanskritam do not have equivalents in English or even your regional languages also, right? So that's why, but you can translate the full sentence, but word to word translation will always make it incorrect. But right now we are not doing the exercise of translation. So we will not even translate the sentence. That is also not needed at this stage. I'm so much immersed in Sanskritam, I forgot her name. Bhavatyaha nama kim?
Mama Nama Surya Kumari.
Surya Kumari, right? Surya Kumari. That's it. Pay attention. Sa, ka, sa, ka, sa, Surya. Surya Kumari is too long. I'll make it cut. Surya. Right? Sa, ka, sa, Surya. Okay? Sa, not saha. Ka, not kaha. Sa, ka, sa, Surya. Meera. Meera. Sa, ka, sa, ka, sa, Meera. Sa, Meera. So what you could do is, I know, just to sit and watch is, you want to do something, so you will learn. Repeat after me, right? You can say as I'm saying, but be muted, okay? So when I say with action, very important. Action is very important at the beginner level, because, right? So you always, when you say sa, don't simply say sa, Meera. No, you're not going to get it. You say with action. Sa, ka. So when as I am doing it, you do. I don't mind being imitated, right? Yeah. So, sa, ka, you say, sa, Meera. Sa, see my hand? You say sa, it is stretched fully. Sa, Meera. Sa, ka, sa, Meera. Right? Gayatri. Gayatri. Sa, ka, sa, Gayatri. Sa, ka, sa, Gayatri. Petika. Petika. Sa, sa, ka, sa, ka, sa, petika. Sa, ka, sa, petika. Ghanta. Ghanta. Sa, ka, sa, ghanta. Sa, ghanta. Sthalika. 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 Sa, ka. Sa, ka. Sa, sthalika. Sa, sthalika. So I assume all of you are saying, right? I can see some of you are doing action, but yeah, I want everybody to do that with action, right? Say, sa, ka, sa, sthalika. Sa, sthalika. Kupi. 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 Sa, ka, sa, ka, sa, kupi. Sa, kupi. Right? I'm referring to Kupi, okay? I'm not referring to Surya. Okay? Sa Surya, sa Kupi. Right? Kupi, sa Kupi. Darvi. 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 Sa, ka, sa, ka, sa, darvi. Sa, darvi. Sa, ka, sa, darvi. Yeah. I think second time and third time you were able to say it yourself, right? Ideally speaking, if it was like a classroom and it was like a face-to-face, that's how this should be. This class should be a face-to-face class. So for years, I was doing it only in the house, so almost like 9 years, only the last 2 years because of COVID, no option. But in a way, it's good since it is thanks to COVID, we are become Covidas in Sanskritam, right? So COVID has given some advantages. I'm forced to use Zoom now, which I don't like to, but now it is now far-reaching. Now people from everywhere are able to join. So pros and cons. That's good. So we have seen the two. Now naturally you are now eager for the third set, right? Third category. Yes. Kandukam. 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 Tat kim. Tat kim. Tat kandukam. Tat kandukam. Tat kim. Tat kandukam. Tat kandukam. Phalam. Phalam. Tat kim. Tat kim. Tat phalam. Tat phalam. Pushpam. 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 From our own garden in the backyard. Pushpam. Tat kim. Tat kim. Tat pushpam. Tat pushpam. Pushpam. Chhatram. We needed this a lot in the last few weeks in US. I understand in India also we needed it. Chatram. Chatram. Right? Chatram. Right? Chatram. Tat kim. Tat kim. Tat chatram. Tat chatram. Tat kim. Tat chatram. Shirastram. 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 Tat kim. Tat kim. Tat shirastram. Tat shirastram. You may think, oh, it is maybe tiring every time, so I will not do that. It's good for exercise. Good for your joints. Good for, see, that's a side benefit of learning Sanskritam. So that's the beauty of Sanskritam. You learn Sanskritam, mentally you are better, you learn a language, and you physically also you'll be better. See, so many benefits. No reason why you should not learn. Pustakam. 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 Tat kim. Tat kim. Tat pustakam. Tat pustakam. Upanetram. Upanetram. Yeah. So unfortunately, this has become our accessory, right? Young, old, it doesn't matter. Even young kids nowadays need this, right? Upanetram. Tat kim. Tat kim. Tat upanetram. Upanetram. Tat kim. Tat upanetram.
Kandukam.
And remember, so all these examples, it's away, right? I had to use my hand like this to say.
Tat kim.
If it was closer, it's a different word. Okay, that we'll learn in the next class.
Okay.
So right now, we learned the words Samskrita Bhashayam Vastunam Namani Kani iti vayam adya jnatavantaha. Dure vastu asti chet katham vadamaha ityapi jnatavantaha. Pullinge saha prashnavachaka shabdah kaha. Saha kaha. Saha Ganeshaha, Saha Ramaha, Saha Chashakaha, evam Saha. So, Dure asti. So when it's away, so you do the practice like this. Surya is going to post these words with which you have to do the practice. So the fun work will be more fun this time than last time. Now, what you do, you take a thing, say Kandukam, Vadatu Prathamam, Kandukam. Then you ask another person, it's no wife or husband, child, somebody to hold it at a distance. And you'll say, Tat Kim, Tat Kandukam. Right? So the common mistake what people do is putting it close and say Tat Kandukam. No, that is really wrong. I repeat, this saha, sa, tat is for things which are at a distance. How much, how far away? So far away that you have to fully stretch your hand and so, right? So then some people are smart. They'll say, okay, I'm stretching my hand. Don't play, don't be smart. Okay. It's because it will be easy to record, right? You know, somebody has to hold it and record why. You know, I say this man, he doesn't know what he's talking. I'll make it easy for him. Right? And say Saha, it will be wrong. Actually, you have to say Yeshaha if it is close. But we'll learn that in the next class. So only away. Right? Somebody is holding the thing away. Then you will say Sahakaha, Saka with action. Very important. Action is very important. Saha kaha, sa ka, tat kim. Right. So you will pose the question with action, and also you will give the answer again with action. Saha, sa, tat. It will be fun. That's all. That's all the homework is. And okay, now we also need to get some practice in writing, right? Because we get this. Some people may write it as Saha, because I'm saying Saha Ramaha. You may actually write the letter Ha. Some people do that because Ramaha, Ra, Ma, and the Hal, Ha. No, it is Visarga. After Ma, there is a Visarga. So we need some writing practice also. So you do two things. One is you do the exercise, and after that, you write down those sentences, what you spoke. So for each category, how many you do? So Pullinga examples, say, let us say you take so four. Four. How do you choose the Pullinga examples? See what we have selected. We have carefully chosen these items. Some are actually things. So Surya is going to make it easy for you. She will actually post, so you don't have to make that decision. Decision is made for you. Pullinga, Strilinga, and Napumsakalinga. Right? So do that, and after completing the recording, you're sending it here. It has to be video. It cannot be audio. Right? Think about it. If this exercise, if you send an audio, when no clue what you're doing, whether you understood or not. So it has to be a video, number one. After you do the exercise, what you do? You write down the sentences and post that in the Telegram fun work group. By now, you're all familiar, right? Everybody has a fun work group where you are there and the teacher is there. Somebody who has joined only now may not be. So like Sunita Mahodaya, I think you are the only one Mahodaya. I think everybody else has the group already. So that will be a Telegram group. You will post your homework in the group and you will get feedback also in the group. And if you have any questions, so in the class, you can ask at the end of the class or after the topic. But you don't have to wait for next week. While you are doing practice, if you get a question, you post in the group. That is your, your help group, you can say. Post your question, you'll get an answer. Yes.
Question. So when we don't know what it is called, we are asking this question, right? Since the gender is associated with the word and we don't know the word, so how to frame
then what to? Okay, yeah, good question. So if you don't know, then what is the easy? Tat kim. Right? When you don't know, yeah, very good question, really. Because we don't know, then maybe that's why you're asking. So you want to, you don't know, so the tat kim. Okay. When you don't know, the substitution is Napumsakalinga. So tat kim. Then you will get. Yeah. Any other question? Pradeep Mahodaya, do you have a question or is that the old?
Yeah. Yes, Mahodaya. I have a question. Is it proper to say Tat Manushyaha? Is it proper to say that?
You tell me. What you have learned today, after the class today. Before the class, you may say that. But after the class today, what do you think? What is your understanding? Should you say Saha
I'd say Saha Manushyaha.
That is the whole purpose of the class, right?
I'd say Saha Manushyaha.
Yeah.
I'd say Saha Manushyaha. The only thing is that that there was a contradiction when if a person is saying Katha, Kathakim, and then I respond Saha Manushya, would that be a proper sense? Is my question over there.
So, okay, I think it is a follow-up question to Shivkumar's question.
Yeah.
In case the person who is asking the question doesn't have the knowledge, right? So the person who doesn't have the knowledge will do the mistake of using Napumsakalinga, will say Tat Kim. But you have the knowledge, the person who is answering. So what is the assumption here? The person who is answering knows the language, knows what is the right thing, or doesn't know. If he knows, like Pradeep Mahodaya, now you know, what will you say? Even if the other person says Tat Kim, what will be your answer?
Saha Manushya.
Right?
Right. Yes, sir. Got that.
Yes. And
Thank
again,
you.
see, there is a reason. If you try to translate it in English, word to word, it will be wrong. There is no equivalent word, believe me. Right? Just for example, say Saha Chashakaha. If you translate it in English literally, he is a cup.
Cup.
Nonsense. Now you understand why I warned you in the very beginning not to even think
Right.
of trying to translate word to word. This is exactly.
Right.
But I'm really, I would say, appalled to see some books, some training where they literally translate this equal to the English word, because we are so obsessed. We have become so habituated to learn through translation that we must get a translation. Otherwise, no. But that we are saying bye-bye to that. Okay. So in this class, we are having fun, observation. So Sahakaha, Sahaganeshaha, that's it. Any other question?
Not only that, when you always translate and learn, you first think in English and then translate.
Exactly.
Rather, if you learn in Sanskrit, you think in Sanskrit.
Yes. Yes.
That is true, Mahoday. I mean, this is out of my experience because I was a born Bangalorean, but I was educated in Chennai and I didn't know Tamil. So I started translating word for word from English to Tamil and then speaking, and people used to laugh at me. So it took me literally 13 years to learn Tamil
Yeah.
over there.
And we have our own experience, right? This is how we learned our mother tongue. So what you need to remember is just the way naturally you learned your mother tongue. How did you learn? Definitely not through translation. Definitely not going to school, learning Vyakaranam and coming back and doing it. There are two things here. One is no translation. And second thing, you don't need to formally know you must think, why are we learning sentences right away? Traditionally, how you should learn before writing sentences? You learn the words, you learn the rules, construction, grammar, and then you make the sentences. We are doing the opposite. What we are doing, right away is jump into the language. That's how we learned our mother tongue. Right? We didn't go to school and learn say Telugu Vyakaranam, then come back and started speaking in the house. No. So these two things need to be really understood clear. Astu. Atra vayam स्थापयामः.